About to start, so just give us a second. All right, just wait for my cue. All right, welcome back to another installment of the 94 podcast. I'm joined here in Studio A at CCX Studios. I'm Brooke Edel, joined here by my guest, Leonard Panion. Welcome to the 94 podcast. As a guest, welcome. What's good, man? How's it going?
It's good, man. What's up, man? What you been up to?
Man,
I'm back on the 94, man.
Yeah, welcome. Yeah, I'm so glad that we could have you on the 94 podcast. Happy New Year to you and yours. I hope you had a great holiday season, and everybody's staying healthy, hopefully. On your side, over here, we're all good. So a lot to be thankful for in the year of 2025. Happy Black History Month. You know, we got February underway. We got the Super Bowl coming up. We got two black quarterbacks in Jalen Hurts, Patrick Mahomes. A lot of great things. But yeah, definitely wanted to, and I know the last few weeks we've been able to celebrate MLK's birthday. A lot of great things here on the 94 podcast. We had Coach on. And you remember Coach, right? I think were you part of that conversation? We had, I think it was right before. I think we had an episode in studio at CCX, and then Coach came in next. But you got to meet Coach. We got to make it out to a high school football game. I know you're a big high school football fan.
Yeah, man. Shout out. What school is that again? Hopkins, correct?
Hopkins. Yep, Hopkins High School, right here in the community.
Okay. Yeah. I'm a big high school football fan. Love high school football. Who don't? I love all football. You gotta love high school football.
Awesome. Hey, yeah, Leonard, let the audience know a little bit about you. You said that you did play some sports in high school, right? Mainly, what were your sports?
I played football, man, back in the day. When I was playing high school, I don't know if you know who Rashad Mendenhall was, but he played for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He went to my. I did break one of his records. You know what I'm saying? With 432 yards one time, but that was back in the day. But besides that, I played sports. I ended up playing college ball, and then that kind of was the end of my football career, I would say.
Okay, that's very. Thank you for sharing that, Leonard. So that's cool. So you've lived that life in regards to Friday Night Live, right? Friday Night Lights. Yeah. Go ahead.
I don't know if you know who Jewel Lloyd is from the WNBA. She also went to my high school.
Okay.
She plays for the Seattle
Storm.
The Seattle team.
Yeah, Seattle Storm.
Yeah, she just got traded to the Ace, to the Las Vegas Ace.
Yeah, there's a lot of trades going on right now. There was Kelsey Plum. She got traded from Las Vegas Aces to the Los Angeles Sparks. Yeah. So there's a lot of movement in the NBA, WNBA and NBA. Did you hear this though?
That's a connect.
That's a connect right there. Did you hear about David Silver though? Adam Silver in the NBA. I want to get your thoughts on this. Adam Silver was talking about 10-minute quarters in the NBA.
How many minutes is it now?
It's 12 minutes. So that's the 12, standard right now.
10 minutes?
Yeah, everybody.
Why 10 minutes?
Everybody in the world does 10 minutes. Like the European leagues, college, they do 40-minute games. But the NBA was saying like, how about we go to 10 minutes and we make it a global standard of 10 minutes? What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I disagree. I think the NBA is supposed to be the best league in the world. So I don't think, the NBA should try to fit in with the other leagues. Most of those guys are trying to get to the NBA. And so it's like, I don't think so. I mean, you guys, they've been doing it for how long? Over 40, 50 years already. So just keep it how it is, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion.
I got you. Yeah, like I'm in that camp of it's not broken, why fix it? And I think it actually hurts the fans if they do shorter games because, for example, someone wants to go see Steph Curry, someone wants to go see LeBron James, someone wants to go see Anthony Edwards at Target Center, but he's only playing, 28 minutes, not the 35 minutes that you're used to him playing. That's a big difference in regards to that exposure of the game to the young fans and just overall any basketball enthusiast, whatever their age is, whatever their demographic is. But that's my opinion on that. I feel like sports as a business, it's always interesting to kind of just see how they're trying to elevate the game, but I think they're doing a great job in regards to globalizing the game. But like taking minutes away, I don't think that's the recipe. But yeah, continuing on. I know you're a big AI guy. So what kind of research? I know not Allen Iverson. We're talking about artificial intelligence here. So I don't know what type of like AI, I guess, curiosity. Are you a big tech guy?
I'm really not, but I've been doing research, man. And this AI thing is probably the biggest thing. I thought crypto was big, and crypto is pretty big. Crypto and AI is pretty big, but AI is like it's just the beginning. And like so AI will be a part of sports. It's gonna be part of every part of life. It's just the beginning. And it's only gonna get scarier. So I don't know. I mean, so that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. To sum it up real fast.
I mean, for everybody out there, it's not like iRobot, like Will Smith, where like the robots are taking over, right? Like there's a lot of good that AI does, but as well there's that uncertainty that AI brings to the conversation, the equation of society as a whole. Because like, are they going to replace human jobs? Are they going to replace opportunities that humans can have in regards to like their overall functionality? I think that's going to be interesting. Robotics, computers, systems, chips. So there's ChatGPT, for example. Like that was a huge situation where script writers, they were on strike and saying like, hey, they're taking a lot of people's intelligent like ideas and like just running away with being able to copy it and then have ChatGPT. I don't know. There's a lot of controversies with AI, so that's an interesting topic that you brought up. It is literally a Pandora's box when you think about it.
Yeah, how do you think it's going to affect sports?
Yeah, for sports, no, thanks for tying it back into sports. Like right now, Jaden Daniels, the quarterback, the rookie of the year for the Washington Commanders, he wears like an Oculus. So it's like basically you are in a virtual reality and it's showing him the plays in real, like basically his point of view in regards to being the quarterback, and he gets like maybe like maybe 3 to 5 seconds to make that read and make that play. Otherwise, he is going to get.
That's a good.
Yeah, that's what's
I never thought of it.
Yeah, that's how it's being integrated right now.
I never thought of it like that. I'm pretty sure that well, that's the part of the game I don't want taken away. I want the offensive coordinators to like come up with the plays, but I can see technology really interfering with sports, and they start going with what AI think is the best play for a particular moment of the game. I can see them saying, "Yo, the odds of us getting this first down, let's go with this play." That AI is saying we could do. I can see it going that way. And vice versa. And already with in the NBA, a lot of the the general managers, they're going off statistics as far as
analytics, right?
About picking players over just picking talent these days. So I definitely can see AI interfering with the sports game moving forward.
Absolutely, it's only going to evolve. Yeah, the way that someone hits a baseball, the way someone is able to hit a golf ball. All these things are being measured, and metrics are going to be enhance in some ways, but at the same time, it can definitely take away. Like, for example, you're not going to have a robot out there hitting somebody across the middle as a linebacker, because that's just something like you can't create that game day scenario. I mean, you can get as close as you can just with like just the vision, I guess, but like the contact, that's probably going to stay the same. I don't see that being really too adjusted. I could be wrong. There could be like some AI dummies out there that they're going to be able to run these plays with. Who knows? I mean, like the future is unfolding in front of us, Leonard, and there's some cool things, but at the same time, you realize what is out there is, it's unknown. It's unknown. A lot of unknown. But bringing it back to present day. February, we got a lot of sports activities. So on the calendar, we got the Super Bowl, of course. We got the Pro Bowl. That's this week. We got the NBA All-Star Weekend. I don't know, Leonard, are you a racing fan? Do you like cars, racing? You do? I think you're on mute. I think you might be on mute. You're on mute. You gotta unmute. There you go.
1 second, bro.
All right. But like in regards to like the calendar for sports, you got the Super Bowl. That's gonna be huge. You got Eagles, Chiefs, the rematch of last year. What a matchup that was. Jalen Hurts, Patrick Mahomes, getting matched up back in Super Bowl 57 in what was Glendale, Arizona. Huge momentum in the first half swing with a Jalen Hurts fumble, recovered by the Chiefs, returned for a touchdown, and that kind of broke the ice in the game. The Eagles did fight back valiantly. They made it a game. It came down to the last possession where the Chiefs were able to hit the game-winning field goal with Harrison Butker walking off the Philadelphia Eagles. And what a way for Andy Reid to take down and beat his former team, the Philadelphia Eagles, where he spent over 14 seasons as their signal basically master in regards to like that offense. He mastered that offense for the Philadelphia Eagles with Donovan McNabb, Brian Westbrook, Terrell Owens. You had Freddie Mitchell. You had Chad Lewis. You had Brian Dawkins. You had Hugh Douglas. You had just so many great Eagles players. Fletcher Cox. I'm thinking of other names too. But just a lot of Deshaun Jackson. But Andy Reid has always been an offensive genius, and that was not a surprise when he was able to capture his second Super Bowl after he had just won his first Super Bowl back in 2020 against the San Francisco 49ers. Now you fast forward to 2025, Andy Reid is seeking his fourth Super Bowl. Coming off of last year, they went back-to-back after winning Super Bowl 57. They won Super Bowl 58. Now they're going for Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans. So with all that being said, Leonard, I'm bringing you back right now to Super Bowl matchup, Super Bowl 59, Eagles, Chiefs. What do you think is going to happen? And I think you're on mute. Leon, are you... I think it says mute on the screen. Can you unmute there? Leon, can you hear me? You got to unmute. Leon, you got to unmute, my brother. There you go. I can't hear you. Can you talk? Leon, are you talking? Leon, I can't hear you. You got to unmute.
Yeah, hello?
Oh, yeah. You were on mute this whole time. I couldn't hear you, brother. Yeah, you got to stay off mute. Yep. Go ahead. Talk.
No, sorry about that. Something happened, but yeah.
No, you're all good. All right. So what were you saying?
What was I saying about
Yeah, you were on
bring
mute, so
back
I
the
couldn't
topic.
hear anything that you were saying. So recap everything you said, please.
You recap. I didn't hear what you were saying.
I was talking about the Super Bowl. And I did I
Okay.
did a lead in for you, but you were still on mute, so that's why I was just talking about you got to unmute so you can hear me. Yeah.
So basically, we talking about the Super Bowl, correct?
Super Bowl 59. I'm giving you a softball to get back into this.
Okay.
All right, give me your thoughts, man. Yeah.
Okay, pretty much as far as the Super Bowl, man. I wanna. It's tough, man. I want to pick Pat Mahomes, and then I was like, man, maybe the Eagles will do it. But then I thought about it again. I think the Chiefs are going to do it. I think the Chiefs stops the Eagles' running game. What did you say?
I was drinking. No, I didn't say anything.
I think the Chiefs stops the Eagles' running game, and Saquon Barkley. I don't think he has a big game in the Super Bowl. I think the Chiefs has the defense to stop it, and I just think the Chiefs is going to figure out a way to three-peat.
It's
Did you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. It's kind of hard to say that they're not going to three-peat. I mean, they made it this far. The Eagles could prove everybody wrong and get their lick back in regards to losing Super Bowl 57. Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Saquon Barkley in his first ever Super Bowl with the Philadelphia Eagles. You got Brandon Graham, who just got cleared to play after getting injured in November against the Los Angeles Rams. So that's a huge part of their defense that's back as a rusher of the quarterback. So he can make life difficult for Patrick Mahomes. But Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid, and Travis Kelce, they're too good. They're too good in this scenario. I'm going Chiefs. I feel like Chiefs are so close. They're so difficult to take. They're so difficult to take them out in this game. Like they have that playoff experience, and most importantly, they have that Super Bowl experience as a full coaching staff. Yeah. But that's not to say that the Eagles couldn't do it. That's not to say the Eagles couldn't do it.
Yeah. Philly got
They got the squad.
I think it relies on Saquon, man. If Saquon could rush for like 170, then Philly could do it. But he gotta go for damn near 150.
Right.
If he could go for 150 and not what he's capable of doing, which means that if he get a couple if he breaks a few of them, then Eagles got a punch of chance. But I just think the Kansas City defense is going to keep them keep them around 115. I think they're gonna keep them around 115, and I think that Kansas City is gonna win probably by like a field goal or something like that. But I could see Kansas City win.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I know with Saquon, it starts and ends with Saquon. Philadelphia had like a great season to get to the Super Bowl in their first year with Saquon is amazing. It just shows how much of a stud Saquon is as a running back. But with Andy Reid, Spags, and that whole culture of Chiefs football, I think they take it to another level, Leonard, in regards to playoffs. Like Patrick Mahomes, he doesn't have the stats like a Joe Burrow or Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen, but guess who's playing Super Bowl Sunday? It's Patrick Mahomes. This man knows how to win. They win ugly. Like they're not always a sexy team in regards to like how they play the game. They're gonna grind it out. and they're going to play Chiefs football. And you got Isaiah Pacheco. They haven't even really leaned on him as heavy. They've been, kind of using the short passing game, and then that's just been something that has evolved for Kansas City, because Kansas City, they had Tyreek Hill when they won their first Super Bowl. When Tyreek Hill signed with Miami, they haven't missed the Super Bowl since Tyreek Hill has been a Miami Dolphin. Let that sink in real quick. So, just when you thought Kansas City was going to go away or they were not going to be as relevant, they're about to go for a three-peat. And that's insane in regards to they don't really have a stud wide receiver. I mean, Xavier Worthy is a nice piece, but he kind of reminds me of a Percy Harvin, where he's just going to be so electric. You just got to get him the ball. And, if he's wide open, he could definitely have a couple game-breaking plays in the Super Bowl. On the flip side, Philadelphia, with their offense, they have Devontae Smith, who can make plays like home run plays. A.J. Brown, they haven't really fully leaned on A.J. Brown because of Saquon, because for Philadelphia, it's their explosive running game, and they do that with Jalen Hurts too. So Jalen Hurts can hurt you with his legs. They have Kenneth Gainwell. They have Blankenship. That's their defensive player. They have Shipley, who just scored his first touchdown in the NFC Championship game. So that is what Howie Roseman has been able to do for the Philadelphia Eagles on the offensive side. Defensively, though, you got Jalen Carter. We mentioned Brandon Graham coming back. You got Bond. You got Darius Slay. You got C.J. Gardner-Johnson, who just came back after he was in the last Super Bowl with the Philadelphia Eagles. And one thing that I got to give them some respect, though, in regards to the Eagles, is they've studied the greats. And when I'm talking about the greats, like Peanut Tillman, Charles Tillman, the peanut punch, in regards to getting that football, that could be the turning point. If they're able to get a big punch out, get a football, and that could shift the tide of the Super Bowl as we know it. But let's talk picks. And then I also want to get your opinion on the halftime show before we wrap up here.
About what, Kendrick?
Yeah, Kendrick.
I guess my opinion on it is that I think the world is just waiting to see if he's going to perform They Not Like Us. And I think that's really what the world waiting on.
Squabble up?
I think everybody just want to see if he's going to perform They Not Like Us.
Right.
Kendrick got. So I think the world waiting on that, and I just want to see if he's going to actually perform. And then I want to see if he pulls out. I want to know if he pulls out a great. I'm hoping he pull out Lil Wayne and come out perform with him. I'm hoping he pull out Lil Wayne.
Oh, that would be amazing. I would definitely be on board with that in regards to having Lil Wayne in New Orleans with Kendrick. That would be a storybook.
But
that would be a storybook halftime for Lil Wayne. Yeah.
Yeah, but then it's like, can that really happen? Because he got to perform They Not Like Us. He can't. There's Drake. I don't know. Or maybe he brings them out and don't do They Not Like Us.
Right. Yeah.
I guess we're going to find out.
We're going to find out soon enough. We're going to find out. But yeah, the music, has definitely, the music game has definitely changed in regards to They Not Like Us, taking over the charts all of 2024. It was the song of the summer. Let's just be completely honest. That was the song of the summer. The U.S. basketball team, they were playing that against Canada. When they beat Canada, they were playing They Not Like Us. So, the song has been everywhere, and it's going to be, more than likely, it's going to be at the Super Bowl 59. Let's talk predictions. What is your prediction? What's going to be the score? You said Chiefs, but what's going to be the score?
Man, that's a great question.
Everybody's ready to write their Super Bowl scores. You know the little score pad. They're ready to hear the score. You might have a winner.
I think this game gonna put up some points.
Okay.
Well, let me think. I think the score is gonna be 27-24.
That's a good game. That's a good game.
27.
27-24. Kansas City. Okay. Super Bowl MVP. Who's going to be the Super Bowl MVP?
I don't know. Do they usually just give it to the quarterback?
Sometimes
because
it could go to defense, but it can go to running back too.
If the Eagles win, it's going to be Saquon. If the Kansas City win, I want to say Pat, but I don't know if Pat's been having a good year this year.
He just has to have a great game. It just comes down to the game.
Yeah, it would have to be Pat Mahomes. So Pat Mahomes on Kansas City, Saquon on the Philly.
Okay, I would think that would probably be like the appropriate Super Bowl MVPs in those cases. My pick.
Yeah.
I'm going 30. Let's do 40, man. I think it's gonna be 49. There's gonna be some points in this game. 49.
You think it's gonna be that many?
Yeah, I think they're gonna open it up a little bit because the Super Bowl. I think last year went to overtime and it was like, it was a lot of explosive plays in that Super Bowl. And it didn't open up until like the fourth quarter really, where there was a lot of scoring. It was kind of quiet in the first half, but I think
Kansas City.
You think Kansas City is gonna?
No, I just think Kansas City got the better defense. I think Kansas City got the defense Philly has won against, and I think. But the thing is that Kansas City haven't played. Have they played? They didn't play Philly all year, right?
No,
I don't think they did.
They haven't played Philly.
They haven't played again. They
didn't play the NFC East. No, they did not play the NFC East this year.
Yeah. So they didn't get to play Saquon with that type of line yet. So that's going to be interesting. I mean, it comes down to Saquon Barkley, in my opinion. Saquon is going to decide who wins this game. If he breaks 2 or 3 of them, then I got Philly. But I just think he breaks one, and I think City keep him contained throughout the game for the most part.
For sure. No, that would definitely be a winning formula for the Philadelphia Eagles. My prediction, though, I'm going Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs 49-31. I could see that happening. Possibly, yeah. Yeah, like I feel like the Chiefs with Chris Jones, Karlaftis, they're able to get after the quarterback and force Jalen Hurts to beat them, because I think that's what Kansas City is going to force Philadelphia to beat them without Saquon. They're going to focus on stopping the run. They're not going to give Saquon every opportunity. This is the Kansas City winning formula, is you got to stop Saquon at all costs. You can't let Saquon really be the home run hitter that he can be for Philadelphia and save the day. So that's why I feel like Kansas City, if they follow these steps, they will be a three-peat. They will win the three-peat. They'll owe some money to Pat Riley. We'll chat about that on future shows. But it'll be a three-peat, and Patrick Mahomes will win 4 Super Bowls, and that's, he's getting close to passing up Brady. Brady's at 7. So if he wins, if he wins the Super Bowl, he's at 4. But like on the flip side for Philadelphia, that would give Jalen Hurts his first. It would give Saquon his first. It would give A.J. Brown his first. Nick Sirianni his first. And what they got to do, Eagles got to do, they got to fly. Eagles fly to the ball. And they have to punch that football out. They have to win the turnover battle. They have to establish the run game and be physical with Kansas City. And you can't complain about the refs. And if you're going to hope that you're going to get some call late, you can't expect that in the Super Bowl. So that's the winning formula for Philadelphia, is being able to run the ball, be physical, bloody Kansas City Chiefs nose in regards to just being as physical as possible on offense and defense. So like that means, Jalen Carter is in Patrick Mahomes' face all day. They literally have to do what they did against the New England Patriots, where they were able to NASCAR rush Tom Brady. So like Tom Brady was not comfortable, even though he scored as many points as he did in that Super Bowl 52. He was not able to get the time. But if you give Patrick Mahomes time to dissect you with Travis Kelce, DeAndre Hopkins, and Xavier Worthy, I think he has Hollywood Brown back. So they do have weapons. Even the backup Gray for Kansas City is as one of their tight ends is a weapon. You got P. Ryan. So another a lot to really match up in regards to defense. But that's one thing that I feel like that's why the Eagles are in this Super Bowl. That's why they're in this spot, is that they're able to rally very quickly to the football. And then they got to do the peanut punch. They have to at least hit one or two of those forced fumbles to really shift the game. If they're not able to do that, I think Kansas City is going to win 49-31. If the Eagles are able to get turnovers, I believe they can win 28-22. If they can keep the Chiefs below 30 points, that's a recipe for the Eagles to win this game. But yeah, I will wrap up here. But like, did you know this? Pat Riley actually has trademarked the patent three-peat. So if the Chiefs do win the three-peat, he's going to get paid royalties. I think about like 5% royalties on all memorabilia three-peat.
Pat Riley?
Pat Riley, look it up. Riles and Company, they own the trademark three-peat.
How would he paid off that? I don't get it.
Well, he heard it from a former Lakers player, Brian Scott, back in the 80s when they were going for a three-peat. He coined that term three-peat, but Pat Riley was the only one that actually went out and put a trademark on it, in regards to like having that copyright of the term three-peat. So Pat Riley, he could be definitely. I'm sure he's rooting for the three-peat to happen, so he could definitely cash out on that. And Jimmy Butler might be getting traded here before the NBA trade deadline. The Timberwolves, I don't know, it might be a move for them to get Jimmy Butler.
So basically, saying if Kansas City wins, they use a trademark three-peat on like shirts and apparel.
Yes.
He can get a percentage out of it.
He'll get a percentage off of that. Yep.
Okay, I didn't know that.
That's the business of sports. Yep. But Leonard, I love you just jumping on here last minute, so I appreciate you joining. The 94 podcast once again. I know you were here for the start of the podcast, so it's great to check in on you. And yeah, we'd love to have you, another time, and just get a couple more updates on what you got cooking, in regards to like your plans and any type of ventures that you're going into. Also, March, got to check out that South by Southwest, that conference. A lot of big things coming up. The Final Four, we might see you at the Final Four. Might also see you at maybe the All-Star game. I don't know, baseball. There's boxing. There's a lot going on in regards to sports and networking. So we might see you at all these events that are coming up. But yeah, it was great to have you as a guest here in the 94 podcast. Any final words that you want to share with the audience here in the CCX studios?
Not too much. Just follow me on Instagram, Lenn Dawg 91 on Instagram, and that I wanted to. I'm bringing up my own little sports show called Up the Score. And, maybe I'll get my little plug in on the 94 podcast. That's about it, though. That's about it.
Awesome. Appreciate it, Leonard. Until next time here on the 94 Podcast, this has been the 94 Podcast, a production unlike any other here with the CCX Studios. So we definitely want to do hats off to the CCX Studios team. But until next time, we'll see you at the TOP, and we're out.
Peace.
Peace.